Hello, wonderful kiddos. Welcome back to Math in Minutes. In today's episode, let's learn about famous Pythagorean or Pythagoras theorem, which can be applied in real world in many circumstances. Come on, kids. Let's begin this video by defining a right angle. Second, we will explore the interesting formula of Pythagorean theorem. Third, we will move on to learn how to solve Pythagorean theorem. And finally, let's conclude this video by discussing some real-life applications of Pythagorean theorem. A right angle is an angle that measures exactly 90 degrees. The angle looks like English capital letter L. Wait. Why are we talking about right angle in the episode of Pythagorean theorem? The reason is Pythagorean theorem explains the relationship between the three sides of right-angled triangle. The three sides of right-angled triangle are called Pythagorean triples. As shown on the screen, ABC is a right-angled triangle in which angle B is equal to 90 degrees. In triangle ABC, AB is called the altitude or height of the triangle. BC is called base of the triangle. And if you notice, the side which is opposite to right angle is the longest side and is called hypotenuse. Now that we know what a right angle triangle is, let's see what a Pythagorean theorem is. The Pythagorean theorem states that if a triangle is right-angled triangle, then the square of the hypotenuse side is equal to sum of the squares of other two sides. In our triangle ABC, AC is the longest side which is opposite to right angle, and this is called hypotenuse, and AB is called altitude of the triangle and BC is called base of the triangle. These two sides AB and BC are also called legs of the triangle also. Now, as per Pythagorean theorem, square of the hypotenuse side, here hypotenuse side is AC. So, AC square is equal to square of other two sides. What are our other two sides? One side is AB, square of AB square, plus other side is BC square. This is our Pythagorean theorem. Let me ask you one question. Can we apply Pythagorean theorem for all the triangles? The answer is no. We cannot apply Pythagorean theorem to all the triangles. We can apply Pythagorean theorem only to right-angled triangles. The Pythagorean theorem, also known as Pythagoras theorem, is largely credited to the Greek mathematician and philosopher Pythagoras of Samos. Though many knew of this theorem before Pythagoras, it is named after him because he wrote the first known proof which spread throughout the world. Although Pythagoras introduced this theorem, there was evidence that Pythagoras theorem was found in constructions of Babylons which existed even 1000 years before Pythagoras. Many people have come up with elegant proofs for the famous Pythagorean theorem. The rule that says for a right-angled triangle, the square of one side plus square of other side is equal to square of hypotenuse. In other words, a square plus b square is equal to c square. This statement is one of the fundamental principles in geometry. This theorem has been proved numerous times by many different methods, but new proofs are being discovered still. This theorem is believed to have more known proofs than any other theorem in mathematics. Here you can see one more example for proof of Pythagoras theorem. Consider three squares of side 3, 4, 5 mounted on the three sides of a triangle. The sum of the area of the two squares, square A and square B, is equal to the area of square C, which is situated on the hypotenuse of the triangle. You can see some building blocks on the screen which are arranged along the sides of right-angled triangle, representing Pythagorean statement a square plus b square is equal to c square. Now let's discuss the uses of Pythagorean theorem. Using Pythagorean theorem, you can find the hypotenuse side of a right-angled triangle where other two sides of a triangle are given. In this example on the screen, one side of the triangle is given as 8 and other side is given as 6, and you have to find the hypotenuse side of a triangle. Now let's find out the hypotenuse side of the triangle using the Pythagorean statement. What is the Pythagorean statement? A square plus b square is equal to c square. Here they have given a is equal to 8 and b is equal to 6, and we have to find c. Let's substitute the values given in our Pythagorean statement. So 8 square plus 6 square will be equal to c square. 8 square is 64 plus 6 square is 36 is equal to c square. 64 plus 36 is equal to 100. 100 is equal to c square. C is equal to 10. Here are some of the applications of the Pythagoras theorem which can be seen in our day-to-day life. Most architects use the technique of the Pythagorean theorem to find the unknown distance in the field of construction. People traveling in the sea use this technique to find the shortest distance and route to proceed to their concerned places. The face recognition feature in security camera uses the concept of Pythagorean theorem. That is, the distance between the security camera and the location of the person is noted and well projected through the lens using this concept. Wow, what an important, informative and interesting session. Such an easy Pythagorean theorem, right kids? Let's quickly summarize. Pythagorean theorem is one of the most fundamental rules of geometry, and it is the basis for practical applications like constructing stable buildings and triangulating GPS coordinates. Pythagoras theorem describes the relationship between the sides of a right-angled triangle. It can be used to find the missing sides of right-angled triangle, and this finding the missing side of a right-angled triangle helps us to solve many real-life problems. That's it for today, kids. I hope you enjoyed learning Pythagoras theorem with me. Please don't get worried if you don't understand in one go. You can pause the video, give some time for your mind to observe what you have learned, and continue the journey of learning.